Hey guys, it's CL, and I wanted to put together a very quick response video to Ariel Bissette's discussion topic that she put out there, which is living at home while in your 20s or something to that extent. I thought it was a very interesting discussion topic, and keep in mind that my response is coming from a mother, and my response is coming from someone who moved out when they were 18. So you may not agree with everything that I'm about to say, but that's why discussion topics are really great, because you don't need to agree, but it's something that'll make you think. But in Ariel's video, she talks about how she's seeing like these news articles about how there's increasing numbers of 20-year-olds and probably even older than that, who are still living at home with their parents, and how it's kind of portrayed as a negative thing. And as far as my opinions, I don't think that it's so clear-cut as far as it being something shameful or not shameful. I don't think it's a clear-cut yes or no. I think it's very multi-layered. So for myself, when I see those articles, those news articles about an increase in adults still living with their parents, I don't at all think about those people who are still at home because maybe they're in college and they're staying at home until they graduate, or that they're still at home because they kind of need help because they're not quite ready to do it on their own, as in maybe they can't afford an apartment in their area, and it just makes better financial sense to stay at home. And I don't think of those people who are living at home, but it's more of like a community in the sense that everyone is helping out each other and you're working together. When I see those news articles, the way I see it, or the people who I think they are talking about, are those people who are at home that don't really have any ambitions, who just kind of allow their parents to continue taking care of their every need, as far as like doing their laundry, buying and cooking their food, and they don't have any goals or career aspirations. They kind of just stay home, and their parents are essentially taking care of an adult child. So is it shameful? I think it's shameful if you don't have any goals and aren't ambitious and pursuing something. If your life is just stagnant and you're just staying at home with your parents because it's easier and you don't want to get a job and contribute, then I think that is shameful. That you need to have some sort of ambition. Your life needs to continue moving forward. So in that sense, yes, when I see those news articles, I attribute it to those types of people. And I think we all have met those types of people. At least I have. I have met many of those types of people whose moms still clean their room, you know? So I came across an article recently where Bryant is talking to his 17-year-old self, and essentially he is saying how much he regrets giving his family money, because by giving his family money, he thought that he was doing a really great thing and being really, really giving and showing his love for his family. But by doing so, by just giving them money, he essentially stopped them from being ambitious. He stopped them from them creating their own goals and pursuing their own goals. And I kind of in some ways attribute that to adults living at home with their parents, that in some scenarios, not all scenarios, that if your parents are doing every single thing for you, that does hinder a person to not want to be ambitious. Like, why would they go out and get a job when everything's taken care of them? Why pursue a goal? They're being taken care of by their parents. So one of the stereotypes people like to make is like, oh, those people that play video games are those people that still stay at home with their parents and live in their basement or whatever, you know? But say if my daughter came up to me and she told me that she wanted to be a professional gamer and she wanted to stay at home until her career took off, I would absolutely support her and allow her to stay at home, and I probably would not charge her rent. But along with my support would come with the expectation that she would get a job in the meantime to kind of pay for her needs along the way. And also I would expect her to show a lot of ambition and to have a career plan. I would expect to see some sort of progress towards her career goal, as far as, is she participating in tournaments? Is her ranking continuing to increase? What are her plans to generate some sort of income from this career path? I would expect to see that she continue to move forward, showed ambition, and work towards a end goal. As opposed to someone who says that they want to be a professional gamer, but all they do is play video games and they have no plan. They aren't showing any initiative and putting themselves out there to make it an actual career. So I think that's so in that sense, I think that's a big difference. Like, are you showing some sort of progress, or are you just staying stagnant in your life? So one of the things I do want to touch upon is the difference between living with your parents and your parents living with you. If you live with your parents, when I hear that, I think about how you are still getting some help from them in progression to being fully independent, that you're not quite fully independent of their help. So when I hear that your parents live with you, I see that as you are fully independent and you of the work, and you provide the majority of the support, and that you are essentially caring for your parents. And in my culture, I am Asian, it is normal as the kids get older that the parents will live with one of the kids and be supported in that way. But all of the children will contribute equally in some way to support their parents. So is it shameful to live at home with your parents as an adult? Absolutely not, especially if you are someone who has a goal and is still ambitious and is not staying stagnant in life. You are fine. So don't overthink it. I think personally, you will know whether or not you should be ashamed as far as what you contribute, as far as what your life plan is. So yes, no clear-cut answer, multi-layered, but I'm interested in hearing what you all think. I'm interested in hearing if anyone agrees with me or disagrees with me. Leave your comment down below, and I'm really looking forward to people participating in this discussion topic because it is one that really fascinates me. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you later.